Show, episode number 115, and we're here at Tampa Bay Comic Con with Scott Blair. Scott, how you doing, man?
Good, man. It's good.
And we're here. You're here at your booth, and I wanted to talk to you actually because I've worked with being in wrestling with a lot of I guess your models, right?
Oh yeah.
Daphne, SoCal Val. I mean, you've worked with a lot of the girls of independent wrestling, especially when they were involved with TNA, right?
Yeah. I met a lot of them through TNA, and they posed for me and helped me out with my first pinup book.
Oh, so you had never done pinup type stuff before, or?
Yeah, that was the first time, and actually it was Daphne who asked we wanted to do a Betty Page photo shoot, and I wanted to do pinup stuff, and so she posed for it.
Oh, perfect.
And helped me. It was great.
That's a perfect person to do pinup work. She just has that look, that classic vintage pinup look.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing the art stuff, man?
Well, I've been drawing all my life, but full time it's been about 7 years. And that pinup book I talked about was the first time that I actually went out and put my work out in public, and was able to start doing this full time.
How scary was that?
Oh, it was really scary. Yeah.
So like, do you just go and you like put everything you have, like not only like money but heart and soul into that work, man?
Put it out there, and I started traveling around, showing it off, and people dug it, and it sold out, and then now here I am, keep going.
So what are you working on right now?
Right now I got my brand new comic book called Versus. It's set in Florida, and it's vampire girls versus werewolf bikers, and the Kickstarter launches that in a couple weeks.
Okay,
so I'll definitely plug all my social media for that, and you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. But this is it. A lot of my models are in here, and it took me 6 months to make my own comic, but it should be cool.
So it's set in Florida. Like what part of Florida? Like
just anywhere Florida, a place that has swamps, gators.
That's literally anywhere Florida. So are you from Florida then?
No, I'm from all over, but I moved down to Florida about 6 years ago. I'm from Nashville.
Oh, so you're originally from Nashville?
Yeah, that's where I made all the connections.
And you didn't become like a country singer?
No, I ran away. I ran away as fast as I could. I hated that about Nashville, but it was fun.
So you're here. Did you like wrestling when you started working with Daphne and some of the other girls, or did it just fall into your lap?
No, like a lot of others, I was big into wrestling with the Hulk Hogan, the 80s, 80s when I was a kid, and then I kind of fell out, and then the Monday Night Wars kind of brought me back in, and I started going to TNA shows in Nashville, and that kind of like where I made all the connections and got back into it. So I guess TNA and ECW, those kind of things got me back into wrestling.
So you still follow it to this day then?
Yeah, I still have a subscription.
To the network?
Pick up a random,
Yeah, the network is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, there's so much on there, I just don't even have enough time to watch it all. I like watching all the old stuff too, going back.
So where are you at after Tampa Bay Comic Con?
After this, I have a little break. We're launching the Kickstarter, and then the next show is New York Comic Con.
New York Comic Con.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Like I've been to New York twice, but never the actual city. I've been to Queens once, and then like upstate, like White Plains.
Yeah, you need to come to Manhattan. Yeah, that's where it's at.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle Manhattan. I've heard weird things about that place. Like this is like a comic convention is what the street corners look like, right?
Yeah, right. It's touch and go. You got to watch out.
I think the voice of God is. That's gonna be awesome on that camera.
Our plans to take over the world. You have the populace.
We'll still commercial it or something.
Tampa Bay Comic Con. Hall
So loud.
For the Voices of Voiceover panel, the cartoon voiceover panel, and there at 11:30, and there we will ensnare them and make them under our control.
I think that's a very good idea,
They're having a conversation like on the intercom.
Come to Hall B, everyone, and see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Pinky and the Brain talk about the art of cartoon voiceover. Yes!
All right.
And we're back. So do you get a chance to check out any of the wrestling in Florida, the independent wrestling?
It's been a while. I haven't, but there's nothing more fun than showing up and going to an independent show. But I just haven't. I've been out of the indie stuff for a little bit. But there's there's just never enough time in the day to do everything. You know?
I can tell you, independent wrestling, especially even in Florida, is really taking off. I mean, you have the entire WWN family with Evolve, FIP, Shine Wrestling. You probably worked with some of the all the way, all the way down to South Florida. My boy Craig Classic and Johnny Vandal, they're doing some really cool things down there. So it's almost very starving artist on the independent scene.
Sure.
Is it kind of like that in the art world?
It's very similar like that. You know, there's a lot of guys at Artist Alley usually hustling and bustling, trying to get seen, trying to get out there, trying to develop their craft. And some people get sent up to the majors, and some people just.
Is that your dream? Is to would you rather keep doing your own stuff, or would you rather sign with Marvel or DC to do a cover deal?
Yeah, no, I've never wanted to do that. I've always just wanted to do my own thing, do my own jam, and it's worked out for me this far, and I just want to keep doing it.
And now you got Versus coming out?
Yeah, Versus coming out. My first comic. It's a 6-issue comic. It'll be coming out over the next couple of years, and I couldn't be happier.
So one thing we like to do on the Milo Beasley Show is called the Top 5. And you said you've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Top 5 cities for comic conventions.
Oh wow. Okay. Top 5 cities. I'm gonna say
not just necessarily the con itself, but the overall city experience.
The city experience. All right. So I'd say I got to say New York for one, just because it's the only time I get to go to New York. New York's awesome. Seattle is really cool. I got there for Emerald City. That place is really hip. I really like Seattle. I just got back from San Diego for San Diego Comic Con. That city was really awesome.
I've been
and
there,
I do like going to Anaheim for WonderCon because I get to go to Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. What do we have? Is that 4 or 5?
That's 4. That's 4.
Last one, last city. I do like going back to my hometown in Houston for Comic Palooza because one thing, I like to do the show, and also Booker T runs Houston.
Right.
So I get to see, he always has a bunch of good guests, and I get to shake hands and see people again. I haven't seen in a while.
Very cool. So before we wrap up, where can folks find you on the social medias?
Oh yeah, everything online is Scott Blair Art. So scottblairart.com or Instagram Scott Blair Art, Twitter Scott Blair Art, everywhere I can advertise for free, I'm on there.
Cool. And you can find me, of course, at The Wrestling Bum on all the Instas and Twits and the socials. So this has been episode number 115. My guest this week, Scott Blair. Thank you for talking to me. And we'll see you next week.
All right. Cool.
Yay, I'm entertaining.